Hey everyone, I'm Brad, a performance coach, entrepreneur, and someone obsessed with helping people unlock their full potential physically, mentally, and emotionally.
And I'm Raquel, a yoga and fitness instructor, passionate about mindfulness, healing, movement, and helping people reconnect with themselves in a healthier way.
Welcome to Your Ultimate Comeback, the show where we explore what it really takes to transform your body, your mindset, and your life.
From health and fitness to resilience, relationships, and personal growth, we bring you real conversations with people who faced challenges, reinvented themselves, and found a way to come back stronger.
Whether you're rebuilding physically, mentally, emotionally, or professionally,
this podcast is here to give you the tools, perspective, and inspiration to take the next step forward.
because your setback
Doesn't have to be your ending. This is your ultimate comeback.
Hello, welcome to episode 131 of Your Ultimate Comeback.
Hello,
131.
131.
131.
That's great.
Yeah. Today we thought we'd explore wellness trends.
I like it.
Yeah, so this is going to be part one. We're going to do a two-part series. We found 8 trends that are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest, we might have to explore what some of the trends are because I didn't recognize some of them.
Yeah.
But we'll chat about them, what we think about them.
I like that.
Yeah, trends. There's always trends in our industry.
This is true. Very, very true. Yep.
All right, so let's jump in. What's our first trend, Caesar?
Oh,
I'm going to have you read it because I didn't pull him up.
We're making him work.
the cortisol obsession.
Oh, the cortisol obsession.
That's great.
So social media is flooded with content about cortisol face, cortisol belly, cortisol supplements,
Oh, it's very
cortisol
true.
cocktails. Many creators blame cortisol for everything from stubborn fat to poor sleep. So is that true?
Yeah.
That is a buzzword, you have to admit.
Yeah.
High cortisol.
You know what would make our industry a lot easier?
What's that?
Is if social media went away. If all the influencers went away, all the scare
maybe.
tactics to sell
Maybe.
things went away.
Maybe.
I guess they're always there, but it's just so in
Yeah.
our face now.
That's true.
Cortisol's an interesting one.
Yes.
I'll give my take on it. Yes, I think stress hormones, not just cortisol, but stress hormones are a major disruptor to our metabolism.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the ultimate enemy? No, it's one of our greatest tools we have if we know how to utilize it. If you wipe out cortisol, you're effed.
Yeah, yeah.
You won't be able to get out of bed in the morning, you won't be able to function at all. You have no energy.
So you would know, in other words, if you were completely trapped.
Yeah. If you've ever hit that point where you're not making enough cortisol, life sucks. I've been there once. I never want to go back there.
Right.
So we need it. And what's supposed to happen with a cortisol rhythm or circadian rhythm that works right is that cortisol is supposed to elevate in the morning, help wake us up, get us going, get our things done, and then it begins to come down later in the day, and then the evening time it hits us low, and then we can fall asleep and go to bed. It's not that cortisol is the problem. In my opinion, it's the dysregulation of the circadian rhythm cycle where cortisol gets out of rhythm.
Yeah.
And so you'll see different trends like tired but wired is a trend from a dysregulated circadian rhythm cycle where cortisol is low in the morning. So you can't get going, you have no energy, and then it spikes at night, and now you're jittery, energetic, can't fall asleep. So that's not cortisol is the enemy. It is the disruption of the circadian rhythm, the cortisol being out of rhythm, that's the enemy.
Yeah.
So I think that's the problem. I don't think cortisol is a problem because when you can manage cortisol well, your life's great. Meaning you produce enough of it early in the day and it gets you through the day and you're good at bringing it down at night to fall asleep. Phenomenal. If cortisol is always high, you wake up high and it just stays high, there's another problem. If it doesn't elevate, if it's low all the time, there's a problem. So again, I don't think cortisol is the enemy. I think the dysregulation of it's the enemy. And what people are doing now is they're just creating it to be the problem. You just have to get it down.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you have low cortisol in the morning and you drive it down more, you're going to feel worse. So I think there's strategies to it, right? Like I think we want to do things to elevate cortisol in the morning to support that so we can perform well, have great energy, can work out good, can get our jobs done.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest play is helping the people that have the high cortisol at night, the people that can't bring cortisol levels down.
Sure.
So that's where I like to use some of these tools. And, there's supplements that are out there. Meditation helps bring it down, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So I think that I'm glad people are focused on it. I think we're overly focused on cortisol as the enemy. No, it's the dysregulation of it that I think is the enemy, and the inability to optimize it when it needs to be optimized and calm it down when it needs to be calmed down.
Right.
So that's my take on it.
Yeah.
So I think focus less on it being the enemy and focus more on getting the rhythm right and doing things to support elevation in the morning. For example, that's why I don't like to have carbohydrates in the morning. I want to support the higher cortisol levels. I don't want to start calming things down. So I like no carbs in the morning, carbs at night, because carbs can help bring the cortisol hormones down.
Sure.
So that's kind of an example of one way I will try to fight to support the circadian rhythm cycle and the rhythm of the cortisol to keep it on our side.
Yeah.
There's Sting says that there's another myth is that there are drinks like coconut water, orange juice, sea salt, magnesium with similar ingredients promoted as hormone balancing solutions. So basically a drink can lower your cortisol and fix fatigue. Is that something that's true?
It depends on what's in that drink. 'Cause there's actually concoction in there that can support cortisol. So like this, for example, a good amount of sea salt in the morning can support cortisol and support the aldosterone side of it. Which aldosterone is the hormone out of the adrenals that supports the regulation of potassium, sodium, and hydration. So one of the tools that we'll use if someone has low cortisol in the morning is I'll have them drink like a water with a lot of sea salt in the morning to help jumpstart. Yeah. So I wouldn't do that as a tool to bring it down.
Yeah.
What are some of the other things it says?
Cortisol cocktails is what it was saying. But do you think part of this is that the whole we live in the fight or flight, as so many of our guests that we've had on talk about, that's why it's a tricky thing for us to kind of manage it and get it.
Yeah, well, being stuck in fight or flight is what dysregulates it.
Right, that's what I mean.
And people are going to, from my experiences, people are going to respond to that differently. Some are going to get tired but wired. Some are going to get tired and exhausted. And the first thing that's going to happen when you're in a fight or flight state is that adrenals are going to pump cortisol, pump adrenal hormones like crazy to sustain it. And then when it starts to happen, when it starts to become a problem, and people feel pretty good in that time.
Sure.
It's when the adrenals can't keep up with the demand and it starts to deplete and start to not push out enough is now when people start to feel the effects and the problems.
Right.
And you throw caffeine and things like that, stimulants and things like that, when people are at that state trying to get the energy to get through the day, they're just making it worse. So,
but I think we're so used to, as many of our guests have confirmed, we're so used to living in that fashion and feeling that way that if we have any dip at all, we freak out, right? As opposed to realizing that there are supposed to be kind of cycles.
Yeah, but you can't sustain, you're not supposed to be in a fight or flight right before you go to bed at night.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah. But when you said, if people have a little dip, they freak out. It's
I'm talking about throughout the day, too.
Yeah, but that lifestyle is what leads to cortisol creating all the problems. That's where the body composition is going to start to change. The hormones are going to drop.
Right.
So it's when you're living in a state of fight or flight where you're just constantly going and pushing and doing and conquering and surviving that over time the adrenals aren't going to be able to keep up. And that's when you're going to start to see all the problems.
Right.
And again, it's not that cortisol was the problem. It's the lifestyle people are choosing to live that are driving the cortisol to that point where now the adrenals can't keep up. Hormones are going to get dysregulated. It's pushing it too hard, too long that's going to lead to the problem.
Right.
So.
But we're used to that. We're used to it.
Yeah, not everyone, but a lot of people.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like people think it's that badge of honor to get a lot more done and that I'm wired and I can just go.
Yeah, they think it's a badge of honor until everything collapses.
Yeah, right.
And then the problem is there's not a lot of good strategy on when somebody gets to that point. Then now it's, okay, now I'm drinking caffeine throughout the day to stay awake, and I got to drink alcohol at night to help calm me down and fall asleep, which makes things worse. So, yeah.
Constant cyclical problem, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, and you look at, example, social media, all the dopamine hits from all the stuff. That's stressful, right?
Yeah.
So, a lot of things it's hard to get people to de-stress.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Because we're used to living that way.
Yeah.
Okay, am I jumping right over to, okay, I see. Continuous glucose monitors for healthy people. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think it's a cool tool. I don't think you need to wear it long term, but I think it's a really cool tool to wear for a couple weeks periodically to see how your body specifically responds to different foods.
Right.
Because what I found interesting, and I've done it a few times, I don't have high glucose, I don't have high A1C, but I found it very interesting because some of the things that I'd been told are lower glycemic foods that won't cause much of a blood sugar spike, cause mine to elevate like crazy.
Isn't that wild?
And then some of the things that are deemed really bad for blood sugar response hardly affected me at all.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things I learned by using it is that we're all a little individual. That you can't just follow a genuine guide of these are good carbs, these are bad carbs, because there are some of the good carbs that were really bad for me, and then some of the really bad carbs didn't affect me at all.
Yeah.
So I think it's a pretty cool tool to use periodically if you're healthy, just to make sure that you're managing your blood sugar levels well, and the food you're choosing to eat, you're responding well to.
For me, it made me obsessive.
Yeah, that's the other problem with all these wearable things.
But that more than anything that I've done. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that and the lumen, when I used to try and see if I was in ketosis in the morning, that made me a freak too.
I a lot of these wearables, that's a problem that I see, is the obsession that kicks, and now it's generating a shit ton of stress for people.
Which we don't need.
No.
Yeah.
Because stress will dysregulate blood sugar as well. I think it's another cool tool of healthy people is they can see how their stress levels are affecting their blood sugar levels as well. So I like the tool if you don't get obsessive with it.
Yeah.
I'm learning the more I'm in this industry, the obsessions are causing more problems than they're helping.
Yeah.
The tracking of everything, the monitoring of everything, people are getting really stressed out. It's not creating more happiness, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
People aren't getting happier with how their bodies look and perform. They're more obsessed than ever before and not happy, wanting to get to the next level of whatever it is.
Right.
So
you've gone through your phases, right? Where you've worn a Whoop, you haven't, and right?
Yeah.
Did you feel that happening for you? You don't strike me as someone that gets obsessive about things
I don't
like
get
that.
obsessive. I just start to buy into, oh my God, my recovery is always bad. I feel like shit. And then I start to feel worse.
Yeah.
So if I notice that that's happening, then I'll take a break from it. Yeah. But I don't wear it trying to be like, I'm going to get peaked. Oh shit, I'm never at peak state of recovery, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I've never got obsessive with the stuff, but I like to track to see if what I'm choosing. I like to really use it honestly for how things are affecting me. If I want to try something new, let's say I want to try something that could possibly help my deep sleep. I'll track it for a few weeks and see if there's improvement coming, or if I want to use something that's going to help my blood pressure, my resting heart rate, I'll track that stuff for a while I'm implementing it to see if it's working for me or not.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to waste my time on a strategy that's not working for me.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. I just noticed that, Aura is the one that I use, as you know. And for me, I probably pay way too much attention to it. But when I got sick, it was like, ruh-roh, something's straining your major. I mean, the graphics are really gnarly and all the verbiage. You're just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And it's very dramatic.
Yeah.
It's very dramatic. And I kept thinking, yeah, I know. It's kind of funny. Does it help us to have that confirmed? I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the value of these things.
Yeah.
I don't quite understand it. I see the value for my athletes that have to perform at a high level.
Yes. But you make them take it off, though, right?
Correct.
Yes.
But I'm watching as we get closer to competition. I want to see certain things, and I can make adjustments during that time. Yeah. But then at a certain point, I make them take it off because of the mental side of it.
Sure.
Because competition, there's a lot of novelty stress, and you just don't know how someone's going to respond.
Of course.
And what I don't want to see is an athlete wake up on competition day and all of a sudden they're in the tank. Now they're going to start, oh shit, I'm not going to perform well today. And at that point, now it's over.
Yeah.
So I don't like them to have any of that, any access to that kind of stuff on competition day. That's my personal. Some coaches love it, and then they can use strategy to try to optimize them. I just want my athletes to believe, hey, leading up to this, we had you dialed, and you're still dialed.
Yes.
And then being able to run off of that.
What do we ever do before all of this stuff?
I didn't obsess over it.
No, we obsessed over other things, though.
Yeah, that's the hard thing with our industry is
there's always a diet, there's always a fad, there's always a trend, even before social media, because I've been in this longer than that stuff has been around. And there was always that stuff too. Now, was it as bad? Probably not, because there wasn't we weren't under such a microscope with all of it.
Yeah.
That's probably true.
I mean, they understand marketing well. They understand how to get to our psyche.
Oh, yeah.
Like they've done a great job because look how many of these things are sold.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of people buy these things. But I guess what I'm trying to understand personally as I wear them is like, how does this make my life better?
Well, I guess it can give you a confirmation that you're on the right path, that that the things that you are doing, that you're, the sort of the cornerstones, boy, I can speak today, cornerstones of health. I'm hitting these things, and look, it's showing that those things are happening, they're being incorporated, and they're helping.
Yeah.
I guess, is what I would think.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel that way a lot of times.
Yeah.
But I still think we as people are never satisfied with whatever it is. Is it how we look physically? Is it how we feel internally? I mean, I think that's just the nature of the beast.
Yeah.
That the more dialed the person is, the more hyper-focused they are, I think, in my experience. Would you agree with that?
Sure.
The people that you interact with?
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of, if they're so far gone and they've just begun their journey, their fitness journey or whatever it is, they're happy with small little bits of progress. Whereas when we get closer to what we think or perceive to be, the amazing, wow factor, whatever it is, then we start to get even more nitpicky and hyper-focused.
Yeah. I think it's funny how that I'm there.
Yeah.
Target.
Yeah.
Changes a lot.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
The
goalpost moves.
Yeah. 1 or 2 years ago, every woman I trained wanted the big butt. And that was the thing.
Right.
And that was like the goal.
They want a booty.
And fast forward today, now it's all of a sudden I want to be super skinny.
Right. Well, they don't say that to you, do they?
Sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of them, conversation-wise, they may not say it. But who they're telling me they want to look like.
Right.
Like the people they're commenting on, like,
Sure.
oh, look at her body.
Yeah.
It's the
Ultra skinny.
goal is dramatically different.
Yes.
Than it was 2 years ago.
Sure.
It's very funny to me. It's like, well, wait a minute. The goal 2 years ago was to have a big butt, and that was going to make you happy. But now that's changed. Now it's you want to be ripped and super skinny.
Sure.
And now that's going to make you happy. And it's like,
But it'll change
whoa.
again.
Well, yeah.
This is also cyclical, and we've seen it before, right?
Yeah, I just don't think people are aware of how much we're being influenced by things leading us to believe that, oh, that's where I'm going to be fulfilled and happy and confident.
Right.
Because you can't have a big butt and be super skinny. Like those are
Not naturally.
those are two very different outcomes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because to have a big butt, you have to have body fat. That's what a big butt is. Like, now to be like, it's weird. It's just.
But that's the BBL, the Brazilian butt lifts we've seen. So people are looking at that. So the girl still has a 24-inch waist with the BBL, and people are looking at that and think, that used to be what it was, like the Kim Kardashians.
Yeah.
Right? And thought, oh, that's how we want to look.
Yeah.
And now that's pendulum has swung the other direction, I feel like.
Yeah.
Do you remember heroin chic back in the grunge days? Heroin chic, that was a thing. So we've seen the skinny before.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't get it. I don't.
I know you don't dig it.
No, I do not like the skinny look. One, because I know it's really unhealthy.
Yeah.
And so to me, what's attractive is someone that is healthy and super skinny, super lean for a woman.
Yeah.
Is not healthy.
Yeah.
And so to me, when I see that, I'm like, oh, this person's
Explain
not
that
healthy.
more. When you say not healthy, what's not healthy about it?
To have body fat that low for a woman is very unhealthy for them.
At any age.
I mean, I don't.
Just generally
I don't know.
speaking.
Just generally speaking,
Okay.
a woman's not supposed to be super lean. The more, if a woman gets super lean, her ability to have children is wiped out.
Okay.
Like if a woman's so lean and still menstruating that she loses her period, that's a sign. It's a very bad sign. The amount of nourishment that goes with it to get that skinny, like there's just, in my opinion, I don't think it's healthy to be super skinny and really lean.
Right.
It's
And
not
you don't think men
sustainable.
like it either.
I mean, I'm
typically.
sure there are some that do like it, but I don't know. I mean, I think that's a personal preference of mine.
Sure.
But I just don't find that attractive.
You need cushion for the pushing.
Amen.
Just saying.
No, and again, I don't judge people. That's what they want. That's what if that's their goal. That's where they want to go to. Great.
But it is hard for you when people come in and say, "This is what I want." You're like, "Oh, I bet." Right?
Yeah. And it's weird. It's just weird. But
Yeah.
Weird meaning that I see the thing that's going to make people confident and happy. The target's always changing via influence of marketing and social media and all that stuff.
Yeah. I also think, as a woman that does some of that you're talking about, I also am really good at looking back at other pictures and thinking, oh, well, I used to have this. Why don't I have that anymore? Part of that is, I'm 61 now, and maybe I was 41 in that picture. So, there's a little bit of that too.
Well, I think the funny thing is, if you go back, I'm guilty of this as well. I look back, I'm like, oh, damn, I looked really good there.
Exactly. We didn't appreciate it.
But I wasn't happy with how I looked. I thought I didn't look good. I thought I needed to be better. Like
exactly.
It's
a mind fuck.
Yes.
Yeah. Right?
I agree.
Yeah.
And I have worked really hard over the last probably 2 years to like disassociate from my worth being how my body looks.
That's great.
I'm way happier now.
Yeah.
It's way less effort. Like I enjoy life more.
That's good.
Like, and I realized like people don't give a shit. They didn't give a shit 2 years ago when I was much fitter than I am now.
Right.
Like no one is judging me by that. And I'm even in the industry.
Yeah.
Like I thought I had to look this certain way and be like, for people to value me. I'm probably busier now than I ever have been.
But if you swung the pendulum and, put on 50 pounds of body fat, I disagree. People would say, maybe this guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, but I was 25 pounds heavier of muscle 2 years ago than I am now.
Really?
Yes.
See, it's so funny. I don't notice those fluctuations.
Yeah, I was
on you.
195 2 years ago.
Really?
At under 10% body fat. I am now 168, 170, and my body fat is 12, 13%.
I don't believe it.
No, I know. I tested every day.
Really?
Yeah, I'm 12.1% this morning. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, so I think that thing's
pretty accurate.
pretty accurate.
We need to do the DEXA scan up against that. I am really curious about that.
Yeah.
Just to see.
I've tracked my body fat
Yeah.
so much over the years that
You're good at knowing.
I agree that I'm about 12% body fat right now. But yeah, to be 195 and 6% body fat versus 168 and 12% body fat, that's a very different structure. Nobody cares. Like no one's like been like, bro, you look like hell. Like what happened to you? I liked you so much more when you were such a like.
You were so much cooler, Brad.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah. Well, but if I may say, women are revered by their looks. That's how it is. We probably put a much greater emphasis on it than a man does.
Yeah, I guess.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I just...
don't get me wrong. I was very insecure about how I looked. I was very focused on how I looked for a long time.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But...
Even 2 years ago, I was like very focused on how I looked. Put a lot of meaning behind it.
You're really good at covering that up because I never, ever picked that up from you at all.
Well, it was an insecurity. I was hiding it. But I worked really hard on disassociating from that because it was kind of driving me nuts. Like,
yeah. That makes sense.
I was doing unhealthy things to look that way. And making choices to know this choice is unhealthy for me, but I have to do it to continue to look like this right now.
Sure.
And that's a bad trade-off.
Sure, and I think a lot of people do that.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
What would you just arbitrarily, I'm curious, at what weight and roughly body fat do you feel the best as far as, I can breathe, I don't have to get crazy about things, my performance is still good, I'm still able to run around and do the things I want to do with my kids?
I don't have a...
You don't have a number or anything that feels good?
No, it's a feeling.
It is a feeling, okay.
Yeah.
That's good. So it's happened at several points.
I feel much better now than I did at that bigger, more muscular size.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Energetically.
Right.
Like
that's what I mean.
Mood-wise, energetically-wise, like...
Easier to maintain.
Oh, God, yeah. This is super easy to maintain.
Yeah.
That was not. That was very, very hard to do. So I don't have a number.
Okay. Well,
I'm much happier at 168, 12% body fat than I ever was at 195, 8% body fat. That's I got more comments from people.
Dude, like, you're jacked.
Yeah, it was always dudes. It was never women. It was always dudes. Like, whoa, bro, what do you do? I'm like,
would you like to know?
Yeah. Yes. It's never been never.
The chicks aren't saying.
No.
Oh, Brad.
I think females have been more attracted to me like this than ever like that.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think by and large, and again, I'm just in the same way you said that most men or a lot of men that you know don't necessarily like the uber skinny look.
Yeah.
I think most women don't like the really jacked look.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
There's a scale of it for sure.
Yeah.
But well, we spent a lot of time on that one.
I know we did.
But that was interesting.
Yeah.
All right. You want to keep going?
Yeah, let's do one more.
Okay.
And then we'll save the other ones for the next podcast.
Okay. Beautiful. Mouth taping. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I think it's interesting. Again, it helps with calming the body down. So
Which is wild.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning, when I've only tried it a couple of times, it's kind of a weird feeling.
Yeah. If you ever watch children when they're little, we're supposed to be nasal breathers. Mouth breathing is a sign that we're stressed.
Always? Or can it be you have a deviated septum and you can't breathe out of it? Your nose.
You have a deviated septum. You're going to tell me your body's not experiencing stress from that?
Oh, you're right. Good point.
That's not
Good
a
point.
normal. That's
Good
not,
point.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's going to cause some stress. It's going to change the physiology's job of how it's going to get oxygen in your body.
Makes sense. Wow.
What?
I'm just laughing. Like, he really made me feel stupid in that one. Damn. Okay.
I'm just guessing.
No, that makes sense, though.
I'm just guessing something traumatic happened to cause the deviated septum.
Not always. You're born that way a lot of times.
Okay. I don't know. But
but that makes sense, yes.
Yeah, still it's not like the body's, there had to be some type of trauma, maybe through the birthing canal. I don't know. But
Who
like,
knows?
I guess you could just genetically be built with a deviated septum. But if you watch children that haven't hit that level yet of being mouth breathers, I remember watching my kids when they're sick, plugged up nose.
Yeah.
And it's like,
oh really? Because they're used
just
to
breathe through your mouth. It's not programmed yet. It's so funny, like to watch them just like struggle and then gasp.
Yeah.
You know, and so we're meant to be nasal breathers. So I think it's a more natural route. I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're just supposed to breathe through the nose. And I've even heard a lot of coaches talk about training. Spend a majority of your time breathing through your nose, even while you train. That mouth breathing is to only typically be used at the highest levels of exertion.
Yeah.
So that I think if you tape the mouth shut, it's going to help kind of recreate that, calm you down, and sleep better. I've tried it a few times. I think it's great. Like, I'm good with it. I don't do it consistently. Maybe I should to get the full benefit of it. I've never done it with a wearable to see how it impacts my sleep. That might be an interesting thing. But I think if it calms you down and helps you sleep better, I think it's a great tool. I think anything that helps improve your sleep
is a good thing.
Is a great thing. I don't care what it is.
Yeah. Except alcohol.
Well, alcohol,
because that's temporary.
It's not improving. It's just causing you to fall asleep, but it's disrupting the second half, the important part of sleep.
Right.
So I'm saying like if you can track your deep sleep, REM sleep, things like that, anything that helps improve those, I don't care what it is, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
So I think if people are noticing better sleep from that, I'm a huge fan of it.
Yeah. I got my husband to start wearing it because he snores. He likes to sleep on his back, which is a good way to sleep, but he snores that way. And it helps tremendously with snoring.
Yeah,
really
it's
does.
great for that.
Yeah. So I keep thinking I want to try it, but it kind of freaks me out a little bit.
It's not a hard thing.
It's a little bit like you've been kidnapped.
No, they're super small.
I know what they look like, and I've tried, but it's I don't know, mentally it's a thing.
Yeah, I did notice a few times I've tried them. Like I have to use a good brand because I will break through a.
Really?
Yeah. I was surprised at how many I've tried where in the middle of the night I would break through it just to breathe through my mouth.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So I don't know like a lot of science behind it, things like that. I'm just kind of going by a little understanding of.
I think I've even read that it can help with like your jawline.
I don't know about
which
that.
is wild. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
All right, should we pause there and move on?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Let's do that, and we'll save part 2 for our next podcast.
Fabulous. Okay, thank you, Brad.
Thank you.